Good morning, y'all. It's Cody. Cody's Bait and Tackle, Warsaw, Missouri. Gonna give a little bit of a fishing report, walk through the shop here, talk about some new stuff, talk about some of the stuff they're using. As far as catfish right now, drift bite's pretty good. I'm still catching a lot of catfish while I'm hybrid fishing, running live shad. Crappie, normal summer pattern. Them shallow mud flats are doing good. Brush piles are doing good on the mud flats. If you've got a fish finder with that GPS, you can update. It shows all the core brush piles that have been put in, or get on their website, look up their coordinates. Those brush piles are really starting to produce a lot of fish. So even some of the new ones they put in up around Berry Bend are producing fish now. And at anywhere from 6 to 15, 18 foot of water range. A lot of guys fishing the hardwoods. I've been hearing 12 to 25 foot of water. Anywhere from 6 to 14, 15 foot down on some of them hardwoods. I've been hearing all different kinds of crappie reports actually, but it seems like everybody's catching them that's putting in the time. The guys pulling crankbaits are still going out and catching limits of them. I'm gonna step inside here. I got a helicopter. It sounds like a life flight or something here that's pretty loud. Now I got a glare. Walleye still doing good. One guy, buddy of mine, he did real good yesterday on them. He was only out a few hours. They caught 5, pulling night crawler harnesses, probably on a bottom bouncer, I would say. He was fishing that 6 to 12 foot range. I have had a few people say they caught him this week a little bit deeper, like 12 to 18 foot range. Just get out there and try it. If you're after walleye, they are feeding right now really good. Lots of people caught limits last weekend. Lots of people catching limits this week. You just got to put in the time to find them. Once you find them, you're on them. Just like most fish. Some of them pulling crankbaits. They're going out and catching a few here and a few there. They're doing pretty good. There were some good fish caught this week on Lake of the Ozarks. Some good walleye pulling crankbaits just right there in front of the harbor. Some of them flats on down below the harbor produced some fish. They ran some water of an evening about every day. That did pretty good. I'm going to flip this camera around here and walk through the shop here a little bit. Here's your night crawler harnesses. You can tell they got picked through pretty good yesterday. Grizzly coolers, we did pick them up, started carrying them yesterday. We've got several different colors. We've got anywhere from a 20 quart up to a 400 quart. These are American made, molded right here in the USA. Actually made in Iowa, believe it or not. I got some clients right up where these are made at, so that's one reason why I wanted to pick up that brand. They compare, you can look at them, they're real thick, real heavy duty. They don't weigh quite as much as the Yetis. They're a little bit lighter weight plastic. They do compare to them, but they're quite a bit cheaper. I'm going to run these things on the sale price. That's the cheapest price I can advertise. Now you come in the shop, buy some stuff, I might be able to help you out even a little bit more. But my mom, sister, niece, and nephew have been selling produce up here for the last 2 weeks. They've got lots of different stuff. Walk through. I do have a bunch of bulk jig heads in right now that are pretty reasonable. Kind of different deal than what I normally buy on them, so I got them marked down a little bit. Still got cast nets. I will be ordering the Mako 1/2 inch this week. I've been out of them for a couple weeks now. Pretty good on rods. Here's your bottom bouncers for them walleye, y'all. We do have several different sizes of them. Those will help you get down that little bit deeper range if you want to try that deeper water for walleye. Infant life jackets, little kid life jackets. We do have several. Everybody's been looking for them. We did finally get some more in. They kind of got sorted through yesterday and strung out. But Bass selection. We have really upped our bass selection this year. Lots of different stuff. You know, Senkos. The trick, we got some trick worms in, the big 12-inch power worms. Everybody's been buying like the big worms, the biffle bug type stuff, the brush hogs. That's kind of what everybody's been buying on these bass, y'all. That's where the bite is. I have not heard much this week, like I said. Crappie's good. White bass, that's something else I about forgot to talk about. Catfishing's been good. White bass of an evening are busting all over Truman. For everybody that likes to go chase white bass, right now is the time. Them little shad, micro shad, you'll want to throw something really small, little bitty popper, or my favorite thing when they're busting like that, pretty much guaranteed to fish every cast if you cast in them, is a 1/4 ounce or 3/8 ounce rooster tail. That, to them, that looks just like one of them little baby shad. They do really good. And from what I've seen, most of them white bass are holding to the bluff sides. They're not up on the mud flats where they normally are. From lack of water or whatever, them fish are holding to that deeper water. When they're not busting, they're extremely hard to find. I graphed around a little bit after some quit busting. I didn't hardly see a fish one. I don't know quite where they went or what they was doing. I didn't try real hard though. I was busy trying to find hybrids. So, and there was a few of the smaller hybrids mixed in with them. I'm gonna flip this camera back around here. We do still have some towables. I say that. We still got a few of these guys in the shop. Come in if you need one for your kids. We're just really getting into summer. The water's just now warming up enough to go tubing and stuff. We've got a couple different ones. Come in and offer a deal on them. I mean, we don't want to hold them much past 4th of July. We want kids to get use out of them. So we might mark them down a little bit. That's really about all I've got as far as fishing, y'all. Bow fishing's been awesome. Any of you guys bow fishing, the water's still real clear. Starting to get some algae in some of the big coves and pockets, but I'm seeing a ton of big buffalo and stuff up in them coves right now. Even some of them main lake points are starting to load up with buffalo. That is about all I've got as far as a fishing report and walkthrough on the shop. Trying to think if I missed anything. No, the trolling crankbaits for crappie, them guys are still just absolutely tearing them up. Flicker shad, bandit 300s. Yesterday, everybody was buying bandit 300s by the handfuls. They got wiped out really hard. I mean, we probably sold more in one day than we've ever sold in a week. A lot of people that are struggling catching them crappie on hardwoods and off some of them brush piles are all going to your bandit 300s. Right here is what they're using. As you can tell, everything that had pink in it is gone, purple is gone. That's kind of, actually, there's one that's still got that purplish tint to it. That's a real good one. This one here's a real good one. That cow, I think that one there's a crappie pattern. That one there's actually a real good one. I'm surprised that they didn't get bought out yesterday. I've got a lot of people, that silver and green, that splatterback's a good one. This one here, these scale ones are good ones. They do pretty good. Pitcos, still got a few of them. I still have not reordered them. They haven't been selling near as much as the bandits, so I kind of backed off on them. These right here are a new one I just picked up for walleye. I think the crappie would hit them too if they get on those kind of colors. They're more towards walleye colors. These right here, I've got a lot of people that are just running flicker shad. Got one guy, he swears if it's not the jointed flicker shad, he's not catching fish. I don't know on that. But lots of pinks and purples still in there. We ordered up on these really good. The number 7 right now is the one most of them are running. Let me see here. I think they go 9 to 11 to 13 foot. So that would be like your number 7 size right there. You can tell them pinks and purples are still getting hammered out. These flicker minnows, I got some guys that run them, do pretty good on walleye on them. You know, it's just preference. They're a longer, skinnier profile bait. So, as far as action down below Truman Dam, it has been really slow. I've heard of a few good catfish coming out this week. A few eater catfish coming out. Guys down there drift fishing that turbine side when they're running water. That is really about it. It has been just extremely slow down there. Crappie, white bass. They said they did start seeing a few white bass busting down there this week. They caught on rooster tails. Some of you guys that don't fish a lot don't know quite what I'm talking about. That's your rooster tails. Them vibrics down there on the bottom, those are really good ones. They spin super easy. You just barely cast them out, barely give them a tug, and they're spinning. Your little spoons, you know, those right there will catch them white bass. They don't have quite as much action, though, as the rooster tails do. That's about all I've got for you guys as far as a fishing report. I'm going to post another video today talking about my fireworks display. I want to get this one up as early this morning as I can. So hopefully YouTube will get it posted here pretty fast. I think I've pretty much showed everything we've got in the shop new. Shouldn't have missed too much. I appreciate it, y'all. Thanks for listening in. Hopefully I'm getting lots of feedback on my fishing reports, helping people catch fish. So hopefully it helps you all out. Have a good one.